What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Bob, so back at it again. So, I am, for those of you who know me, I do have some health issues going on. Quite a few of health issues, but to summarize with what I got right now. So, I suffer with these things called cluster headaches. If you don't know what cluster headaches are, then good for you. Nobody should know what these things are. So, cluster headaches are also known as suicide headaches. They are extremely painful. They're called suicide headaches because for people that don't get the proper treatment and they end up losing their mind. And if they can't get treatment within a reasonable time, they will off themselves. That's how painful these headaches come on. But that's neither here or there. Today, let me see, can I fast travel? Yeah, I can fast travel. Okay. Today I'm playing some more of this Fallout 76. So I wanted to bring up in one of my other videos I made a statement about how Bethesda was going to screw up the future of all their games. You know what I mean? Well, and I want to correct that. It's not all their games. In reality, what Bethesda is going to do is I'll be honest, let me see what I can modify. What Bethesda is going to do, if nobody's paid attention, they take risks on their good games. I mean, you think about it. There's a lot of games that they've taken risk on. And there's a lot of games they have not taken risk on. Bethesda has taken a risk on all of their surefire, sure set games. Their Fallout, Skyrim, they take a huge risk. Giving, all this creation club, these microtransactions, they take a risk on surefire games. Games they almost know that no matter what they do, that people will still buy the game. And it's a matter of trying to get them to change their mind about not buying any of the other crap that they're going to put into the game. That's going to be the problem. That's 100% the problem. I forgot it's not X in this one. I got a bunch of stuff. Let me see if I can break some of this stuff down. Whatever, just take all of it. I'll break the stuff down later. But this is the problem that we're going to end up running into in regards to dealing with Bethesda in the future. That's the whole thing I'm nervous about. I've been nervous from the beginning. The moment I saw that Bethesda was doing... Matter of fact, the moment Bethesda came out and announced Fallout 76, I immediately got nervous. Because I had a feeling they were going to go this route. Because, let's be honest, let's look at Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was alright, at best. It was extremely lacking in all manners of everything everywhere. But it's alright, still a fun game. It's far better than this game. But then they put out that little side piece game. What was it called? No, don't exit. I want to delete it. Switch to modify. They put out that what's that garbage game? Not garbage game. They put out Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter was respectably, it was interesting enough. Was it great? Not at all. It was not great, but it was, it was okay. Just a little, but the main thing that made people want, get Fallout Shelter, because they want to see what it's all about, especially since Bethesda should have announced, yep, the end of the year we will be coming out with Fallout 4. Like, oh yes, follow up to Fallout, a follow-up to Fallout 3. Highly interested. Let's see what this thing's got going for it. We all know now, it was all right. But for us, it was like, so while I'm waiting for this, in the meantime, let's go ahead and just download the game. It looks like a simple game, but in Bethesda's mind, that's not what they saw. In Bethesda's mind, what they saw was, hey, we've got additional money from doing this little thing right here. Don't y'all think we could get more money if we keep it up? Let's go a little bit further. Let's throw into maybe we can get some microtransactions going on by doing something with the mods. I mean, we're Bethesda, and obviously since we're Bethesda, we hold everything. We created it. Everybody's just making stuff using our equipment. And that's true. Most people made stuff using Bethesda's equipment. Creation Club, the creation engine, all that good stuff. That's what we used. That's what they used. But that's not what it boiled down to. Because just like most of y'all know, it has taken those same people to fix Bethesda's problems. And look at it in another way. Bethesda did not take any chances on Doom. Doom is almost boring in the sense that Bethesda took no risk. They did the bare minimum. Nothing above, nothing less. I short for weight. I'm still too far weight down. I mean, there's a lot of things I can reference on that. Like keep in mind how I get rid of these. Keep in mind the fact that they've ignored all issues. They should have set up a beta for this game to begin with. They should have set up so many things. They didn't. We all know they didn't. They didn't set up jack squat. They left it as is. Nobody's excited about this game. Even people that were excited about this game are not excited about this game. This game is mediocre at best. That's why I've been playing more Fallout 4 stuff. Fallout 4 is a little bit more territory and it's less buggy. That's a big statement when we're talking about Bethesda stuff. So yes, I am legitimately nervous for the future of Bethesda. Let me see. Keep forgetting it's got different controls. Where am I? Alright, let's fast forward out here. Tired, bored. This game's boring, to be honest. But Bethesda's gonna. That's the reason why I said in that one previous video, nobody should be excited for the next Elder Scrolls or the next Fallout game. They didn't take a risk on Prey. They didn't take a risk on Doom. I don't think they took a risk on Rage. I haven't played Rage. I didn't get a chance to see it. But I know they've taken all their risk on Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Because, I said before, I didn't come in on the beginning of Elder Scrolls. I didn't come in on Morrowind. I came in on Oblivion. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly how I came in on Oblivion. So when I was playing, I was still going through physical therapy, couldn't really work, couldn't do anything jack squat at all. So I'm heading up to GameStop. Yeah, that's how long ago it was. You still had no choice but to buy physical media. I headed to GameStop. And I just ended up buying this really expensive PC. So I got my separation from the VA, I believe. Either that or no, it wasn't a separation. My case had finally been finalized from my injury. So I'm like, okay, I bought this brand new computer. This computer was high end. The specs on this computer were so high. I mean, it was crazy how high the specs on this computer were. Ooh, come on, get him. Ain't got nothing. So I'm playing. I'm like bored. I don't really have a lot of games, and I'm trying not to use my Xbox like crazy because my wife was getting pissed at me for how much I was playing my Xbox. So moved away from it. I'm like, okay, what do I do now? All right, shoot, no problem. Let me go look at the PC games. I'm not really into PC games. I've always been in console, but PC games. So then I pull up and I was like, just grab Oblivion. It's just sitting there. It's got Game of the Year and everything else marked on it. All these high end everything. Somebody sees me. I can't see who sees me. And so I'm like, all right, let's get it. I got it. Immediately hooked. I had never played an RPG before. So I say all that to say there's a lot of people that have some of the same experiences, whether it be with the OG Elder Scrolls games, Daggerfall and Arena and the like, or it's with the Morrowind, Oblivion, and now Skyrim. So when you take that in consideration, people have nostalgic feels regarding these games. Have very nostalgic feel. I have a little bit of nostalgia with Oblivion. I've even considered going back and doing some of the Oblivion gameplay. I might actually do that too. Keyboard and mouse, the whole nine. I'm still overencumbered. No, I'm not. For some reason, I'm whatever. But Bethesda is going to capitalize on that. That's going to be what they try to do. Capitalize on the nostalgia. And while they're capitalizing on nostalgia, they know you're going to want to play the game. They know full well that you're going to play the game. We all know full well, almost no matter what Bethesda does, we're still going to buy the game because we have nostalgic feels regarding Fallout and Elder Scrolls. And so since they know that they've got us in that aspect, they're going to shaft us by putting in microtransactions, by doing a lot of dirty, like really dirty stuff. And it's irritating. It's irritating to see how far Bethesda has fallen, all because of Fallout Shelter. When they saw that money was possible, another revenue of money was possible, and it came quicker than making a game, all you gotta do is just add a couple of microtransactions and you add on to the value of your game. Yeah. So again, yes, I blame EA for most of this. Truth be told. But at the same token, I can't 100% blame EA. Because let's look at it from a regular person point perspective. Who doesn't want more money? You know what I mean? We all want more money. Even as a regular person. Yeah, I want more money. I wouldn't mind doing certain things that have people give me more money. But from a business standpoint, you should want to provide a value to a consumer that gives them a reason to purchase your product. And let's all be honest, that is not what Bethesda has been doing. And it's extremely irritating because they were considered one of the most consumer-friendly businesses. We should have seen the writing on the wall as soon as that horse armor crap hit. Because to be honest, I think that's where it really started. Them experimenting with ways they can make additional money. Because I almost hate the fact of DLC. DLC can provide an additional product, but sometimes, and we all know, a lot of developers, what they'll end up doing is, and publishers who tell their developers to do this, is they'll hold content back that was supposed to be in the game to begin with, in order to add it later on, to make people pay for it. So you're pretty much paying what should have been, but was taken out after the fact. It sucks. It's the truth. We all know it. You know it. I know it. And it sucks. Wow, that's some good. But this is where we at now. This is the world we live in. Bethesda taking notes from EA. That is a statement I don't think I ever would have thought I would have ever heard. But it's the truth. I'm almost out of ammo. And so, again, when we look at it, you look around, that being the truth, and this is the game that we have because of it. This is the quality to expect from Bethesda from now on. That's why I tell everybody, don't get your hopes up for any of Bethesda's games. Don't get your hopes up from Starfield either. Starfield's going to be alright, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be alright. But it's just going to be alright. Might it be great? It might actually be great. But if they get a whiff that the game is actually great, then the next thing that they do is then microtransact it. We all know that's the way they're going. There's no point to be surprised by that. What you should be surprised by is if Bethesda goes back and says no microtransactions whatsoever. That's highly unlikely. But let's look at, I mean, it can't possibly get any worse. Dang, I'm about to die. I'm I almost barely care. Dang, they're just everywhere. This game has been out, this game came out last year. And I make a mention of that because this is not entertaining. There's no point in call for help, just give up. This game is not entertaining. Does this look fun? This doesn't even look fun for me to play. I know y'all bored. But this is where we're at now. And I'm just harshing on it because it didn't have to go down this way. Bethesda could have been so much better. We wouldn't have to have any of this. This wouldn't be a discussion. But this is what we got. It's the world we live in. It's so frustrating because we kept looking to EA, saying, EA, look at how Bethesda handled their stuff. Why don't you do the same thing? Handle your stuff properly. But instead, Bethesda turned to EA. And that's what's going to happen with all companies. They're going to turn to EA. We thought that Rockstar was treating their employees right, and then you find out that that's not the case. So the question is, then we heard the whole thing with CD Projekt Red. Thought they were treating their employees right, and that turns out not to be the case. So who is? What is there to look forward to? Really, the answer, like I've said before, it's going to be independent game developers, the independent studios, because those are going to be the ones that's like, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not trying to generate billions of dollars. I just want to make an entertaining product. That's all that's going to boil down to. So we just sit here and wait for Bethesda to screw up another update, another game. Sorry, it's more depression. Like I said, between the headache and between the realization that the Bethesda that I love and that I know is completely gone and I will never see them again. I'm not in the most enthusiastic mood. I'm about to just finish this up because I can't stand playing this game. I really can't. I got some more video editing to do. So I need to do Radical Game and finish Radical Game's other edits. Man, because editing takes forever. This has been your boy Bob Scoper. Like, share, subscribe, keep the game on YouTube, and